Previously on the SacconeJolys.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, have a baby.
Okay, nobody freak out, okay? But this is just a maybe situation, okay? But what's that? Don't freak out, okay? Oh my god, that's the one. That's the one. If our children is watching this and it's his 21st birthday, oh no! Good luck! See you in 3 minutes! After we took that like pregnancy test, like we had no clue, like it was so funny, you know. But it wasn't funny because I ran out. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm actually pregnant," and I was just like, "What? For real?" Like I was like, because we just bought that thinking like, okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll buy this for fun, you know. We'll just like get this thing just for fun. And that's why like it came out of nowhere because we were just in the vlogs and we were like, come on, like, and then. Finally, I was like, I'm actually pregnant, like, within a second, and I was like, oh my, what? And then that was it, like, everything just changed right there, and it was like, oh my god, and that's why I tweeted, like, everything just changed, because I was like, I really want to document this moment, like, I wanted to document the proposal, my wedding, and all that stuff, you know, but I knew that, like, I can't just come out and tell everyone, you know, it's kind of hard because of the way that we're trying to diaryize, what is the word, I don't know, your life, but you can't just go out and just, like, say like, oh, the pregnancy test, because there could be loads of complications, and then you don't want to have to turn around, and for Anna's sake, like, you know what it's like, girlies, you don't have to go around and say like, oh, and then plus like, imagine like my entire extended family finding out from like, because on Twitter or Facebook or something like that, that's just not right, you know, we just did not expect it, and I was like, oh my god, what are we gonna do, like, you know, I was like, oh my god, you know, and then, so since then, up until now, you know, we've been just trying to like, and it's so hard not to share it with you guys, because I share everything with you guys, and I want to document it, you know, I want it to be known, like, you know, so like, when little blueberry as it is, although it's a green olive tomorrow, so when you're watching this, it'll be a green olive, but when green olive grows up, like, they have to watch back and think like, oh my god, like, look what my parents are doing, like, a year before they had me, and this is when I was made, and what happened, and how it all happened, you know, and it's so exciting. It's like, come on already, you just pop out, you know, what's the delay? What's the creation process for, huh? Come on. In. And that whole time as well, like all the comments that we were reading, like, and people were getting angry and stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, come on, like, just shh. You realize, look, we told you with the sprays and the rub-ons and all the hints and everything. I was like, shh, just like, shh, wait, okay, you know, just shh, you know, because I'm so excited to tell you guys, and it's a life-changing experience, and it's so exciting, and oh my god, I'm going to be a parent. What? Only about a week or two after the wedding, actually coming up to the wedding, we were talking about, like, you know, it would be cool to have like a little kid and stuff, and then we got married, and I was like, well, why the hell not, you know, you're married, like, why not, what else are you gonna do? It's like, hey, so what do we do now? It's like, oh yeah, should we have babies? Why not? And then, you know, and it was like, we kind of, you know, you kind of like try for a bit. We didn't try for that long, you know, but then coming up to it, because you gotta like, you know, remove your contraceptive and all that kind of stuff, you know, and move on to like, you know, changing your body and reverting back to the way it should normally be to be in a habitable position, you know. And then it was like December, you know, we're like, oh, and then it was January. You know, when we did the test, you know, we were thinking like, you know, well, we weren't thinking anything. It was more actually just like, come on, it's only a $5, like, we'll just buy the cheapo one, because whatever, you know. And then it was like, we went to the doctors then afterwards. Well, we actually went back and bought like the 20-year one, the really expensive clear blue one afterwards, because we were like, well, like, this one says we are, like, let's go and like, let's invest the funds in an expensive test, you know. And then it was like, oh, P.S., you're like 5 weeks pregs. It was like, 5 weeks? So you're telling me for the last 5 weeks, while we were like, we're never gonna have a baby, we were actually pregnant? What the hell? What the frack? You should get like an app on your phone that says that morning, like, beep beep beep, P.S. you're pregnant. Oh, thanks. And then to find out we're 5 weeks, like, and now we're like 8 weeks, and it's like, holy crap, like 8 weeks is 2 months. 2 months preggers. Oh my goodness. Oh my good godness. I remember going in for that first that first doctor's appointment, and Anna and her mom, you know, went into the doctor's office, and I was left on my own. And the entire time, like, all I remember is, because remember Anna, like, I was all like, yeah, whatever, we're having a baby. Like, not yeah, whatever. I was like, this is so cool, remember? And then Anna was talking about, I think she was reading something on the bump or something, and then it was like, yeah, and then I couldn't feel the baby's heartbeat. And I was like going, what? What do you mean there's no baby's heartbeat? You know, I was like going, oh my God, and I was terrified. The entire time I was sitting in the waiting room, because you know when you're in the waiting room and you don't really know what's going on, so you're kind of out of the loop. So you're sitting there and you're just kind of like terrified of what's going on. All I kept thinking was like all these horrible thoughts of like, oh my God, like what if something goes wrong? Like, oh my God, like this would be so horrible, like, you know. And you know, and then Anna and her mom, I could see them through the glass as they walked out, so I came out and then the doctor was talking about something, you know, but like that's their doctor has been with them like since they moved to Ireland, so he was with through the whole process of her dad, and then he knows her mom, and he knows Anna and Erica and Emma, you know. And so, well, I was just sitting there going like, oh my God, my imagination was like kind of creeping up me, thinking like, what if this happens, what if that happens, where am I going, where am I going? Sorry. The old distractoroonies. And yeah, and I was like, oh my God, and it came out, and I was like, you know, and it's like, oh, so what happened? He's like, oh, it's in the pee in a cup. I was like, is that it? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Like, they did a medical pregnancy testing, and I was like, oh my God. And the doctor was actually saying, he's like, oh my God, you're like, one of you is like incredibly fertile. Like, either both of us are, or Anna is, or I am, or something like that, because he was like, normally like, once you stop like taking the pill or something, it takes like 3 to 4 months for it to leave your system, so you're able to like, so actually we only got like 1 month, and then boom, straight away. So I was like going, yeah, boop, I'm a real man. But oh my goodness, this is going to be an emotional 9 months, guys. I hope you got your seatbelts on and your tray tables folded away, because we are in for one hell of an adventure. We can depend on each other. We can look to each other for help and encouragement and enthusiasm, and during those emotional times where I'm not going to even know what the hell is going on, you know, you guys are going to be there. This is going to be crazy. Cray. Are you ready? I also found out that you can't actually take lem sips yesterday, so I'm going to see if I can get anything for a morning sickness from the chemist and ask them, because I don't really know anything about this kind of stuff. I heard somebody could take multivitamins instead, like all this stuff. I don't know. Pregnancy care plus. This is support. What's this? Extra ginger, complete formula. Should I go with this one? I'll go ask them as well, just in case I'm buying something completely ridiculous. The pharmacist in Booth was really nice. She was actually pregnant, and she came out. That's probably why, you know, she was like, oh, I'll talk to him, like, you know, and she was telling me all about it. She said, like, basically, like, you can take lem slips, like, you can take up to 4,000 mg a day, like, which is like 1,000 per go. So she said, like, just try and take like as little as possible, I suppose, of anything, you know, and loads of ginger. So I'm going to try and buy some raw ginger and maybe like kind of grind it into something, into tonight's dinner. you know, otherwise like you just have to tough through it. So let's see if we can get some ginger. So the due date is actually the 5th of September. How exciting is that? Like almost 1 exact year after we got married, we have a baby. We actually like, not just like get pregnant, actually like make a baby. Although if it's early, imagine it came out on the 1st of September. Although that's the birthday of my nephew, Austin. So Austin wouldn't be, or it'd be handy to have your wedding anniversary the same time as your child's birth, wouldn't it? Because then you don't have to remember 1 day a year. But yeah, exciting stuff. Let me just put my ginger everything. Ginger biscuits, ginger raw ginger, ginger flakes, ginger yogurts, ginger milk, ginger everything. I bought so much ginger, and you don't have the word ginger in it. I just bought it. It's gotta work. And we're back. Okay. You guys behaving? You guys looking after mommy? Hmm? Why are you? Was mommy locked away? Oh. Let's see how mommy is. Let's see how mommy is. Mommy's fast asleep. Let's go out, 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 out. That's just me, mommy asleep, will we? Come on, let's make some munchies. Because finally got to sleep. So wait till she wakes up. She has no idea that I went and did all that. Okay. So I think part of the process as well is that, you know, although I mightn't be able to do anything in terms of the baby and stuff, but it's really like the husband's time, or maybe it's not your husband, but the man's time to step up and, you know, do everything else while she creates the child. I do everything. Alright, let's get some lunch in to go. Soupy soup! Or spaghetti Betty. Do you know what a spaghetti Betty is? It's when you take spaghetti and toast and you put it in the same bowl. I think I told you about spaghetti Betty the other day. Okay, but I have some fresh fruit ginger. Ginger nuts. This is actually the kind of thing that I would take a picture of and tweet, but because we're not talking about it till tomorrow, I can't actually tweet the picture. But this is what I was going to tweet. The yogurt, the ground stuff, the ginger nuts, the ginger. The pregnancy ginger pack. But enjoy it. Pretend I tweeted that picture. Cool. Poor old sleepy bomb here. I just woke up. So I said, we might as well include her in the video.
I just woke up. This is what I look like when I wake up.
Wow.
I just fully made up. I have fairies that come
Wow. Wow. Marriage is so amazing. Marriage is so wonderful. It never gets boring.
This is the pregnancy test.
You peed on that.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Get it away from me.
What?
It's got pee-pees.
I washed it. I like sanitized it after.
Did you?
So
let's have a look.
That's what it looks like.
Whoa.
It's faded a lot.
Oh, it has faded.
I remember in the beginning, it was like I peed on it and it was like, oh, wait 3 minutes, and then like 2 seconds later, the positive stripe went.
I know. I was sitting right here.
Away.
You jumped out of the toilet, and I said, "What?" I thought you were only joking, though. I really thought it was going to be.
And then I took another one, which told me how far along it was, and it was like 5+ weeks. I was like, "What?"
What? And even do you remember around December, January, we were like freaking out, going like, "We're never gonna have a baby."
Oh yeah, that's the part we didn't tell you guys, because everybody was like, there are all these conspiracy theories going around, and like, it's because we don't, sometimes we don't tell you guys everything. Like, we might keep some things private. So after we got married, that was when we decided that we were gonna have kids, and I stopped taking birth control. I stopped taking the pill the month after we got married, so in October. But when I made my New Year's resolutions video, that was obviously in January. So I had actually been off, and all these people were leaving me like advice on, you know, coming off birth control. I was like, yes, I've been off birth control for like, 2 months? 3 months. 3 months or something. Yeah. And then it happened actually after, what, 2 or 3 months. And when I told the doctor, he was like, you're very that means you're very fertile, because most people, it takes them like 6 months to a year. Because he was like, how long have you been on birth control? And I said 4 years. And he was like, wow, that means you're really fertile because you got pregnant like really quick.
Well, it was probably me.
I didn't think that
was probably me.
I didn't think that was that
honest.
quick. We thought we were like slow.
I know. Oh my god, everyone's having babies, like, except for me. We'll be the last people on the planet to have babies.
So that's why a lot of people were confused because they thought that we had just decided in January, but we actually decided in September.
Yeah. New Year's Eve, let's have a baby. January 22nd, announcing we're having a baby. Like, wow. Do you guys, how to make a baby? That should be a video.
But that was the first pregnancy test I've ever taken in my whole life, and it was positive.
We had no idea. Because that's why we bought the Tesco one, because we were like, look, we'll buy a cheap one now, because we're probably going to end up buying loads of them. Every month, like, we're just going to be, like, trying these things out.
And then I went to the doctor a week later, and he took another pregnancy test, and he was like, yes, you're definitely pregnant. And then he worked it out and gave me my due date. My due date is, well, my estimated due date, because it's never really going to be.
We've talked about all of this.
Oh, sorry.
My friends know all this. You're late to the party. Oh, Pete! You're late to the party. Late to the party.
September 5th.
Could be our wedding
that's cool.
anniversary.
Yeah, we have an anniversary baby.
Aww. Because we were going to go to Sorrento for the 1st of September, but then, of course, you had to go, huh?
We knew we were going to get pregnant this year.
Well, we hoped.
We kind of knew, though.
Yeah, but I was all like, oh crap. Because at the start you're thinking like, yo, whatever, of course.
Yeah, I thought it would be
you
like
start
instant.
Getting less and less confident. Then you start thinking like, hold on a second, why for the last 4 years?
We were in Middleton and like this was all happening in like the other house. Like that's how like long ago it was. I remember going to the gym and like thinking, there were so many times when I thought I was pregnant and I wasn't at all. And like you have like this, you know, not pregnancy brain, that's something else, but when you just keep thinking that you're pregnant, but it's actually not. Plus, you know, I had not had like a proper real, as the doctor says, period since, because when you're on birth control it's all like different and it's all very controlled and everything, and so I hadn't had like a real period. So you're having all these period like PMS symptoms and then you're like, I'm pregnant, but it's actually not, it's just your period.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep there. What were you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I love you and your periods.
Doesn't matter.
They're the best ones.
Okay, bye.
No more, though.
No more what?
Periods. Next time it's a baby. Hey guys, and thanks for watching another episode of the SacconeJolys. And don't forget to like the video and favorite the video because that would be awesome.